Welcome to video 4. This video is order management and execution. In this video we will cover how the order is created in the system, how the order is routed between different systems, what is order enrichment, and how the order is executed. Apart from that, we will also discuss different trading types, and there are two different types of traders. We will also discuss the same. In this slide we will cover how orders are received from clients, how the orders are created in the systems, order enrichment, then order routing, and how the orders are executed. Now client sends order via either fixed message, or client can call the trader, or client can email the details of the order they want to get executed. If client sends order details to be executed to trader by email or phone, then trader has to manually input such a kind of order in the system. However, if client is sending a order in a fixed message is nothing but a standardized message which is a financial information exchange message. If the order is received by a fixed message, then the system will automatically create the order using the details provided by client in the fixed message. Once the order is created in the system, then there are certain rules which will check the order for details and will update the order with some specific information. So it may update some specific client specific information, or it can update some static and dynamic information. So if we see that client usually sends orders in with RIC code, that is Reuters identification code, but the system may be using some different identifier, so system may update the order from RIC code to that particular security identifier. Apart from that, client commission and other trade related information which can be from a regulatory perspective needs to be updated in that order. So this is called order enrichment. Once compliance engine confirms that the order is valid, then order can be sent for execution. There can be multiple options available for execution, such as order can be sent to a particular exchange for execution, or there are different venues on which execution can be available. Apart from that, order can be crossed internally with some other client's order, or order can be sent into a dark pool. A dark pool is nothing but a system where all the client orders get inside, and if there is matching order, then it gets executed with other client side's order. As the order is sent for execution, once the order starts getting executed, it can get executed in smaller shapes or in full shape as well. These shapes in which the order is getting executed are called fills. These fills, or the information about these fills or executions, is then sent back to the client. So it can be sent via a fixed message again, or through end of day reports. So this completes our order routing and execution. Before the order can be sent for execution, there will be a compliance engine which always keeps on running in the background, which checks that particular order if it complies with various regulations or various compliance checks already existing in the system. It can check for the price of the order or the size of the order. It can also do some regulatory checks and also see if the order is legally compliant. So it can check whether the client is allowed to trade in some particular market or some particular security. It can also check whether if the client is trying to trade in some restricted securities, then there can be such check as well. Now coming to trading types, depending on how an order propagates inside the system or what is done with an order can be segregated into two types. One is a high touch trading and other is a low touch trading. Now when a client order is manually inserted into the system or received via fixed message but sent to exchange or other venues for execution by the trader of that broker, then that is a high touch trading. Broker trader is responsible to provide the best execution for client in high touch trading, and there are chances of latency or delay in order execution because it is a manual process, and manually traders have to intervene and check orders and send those for executions. Because of manual intervention, these kind of orders are more prone to high errors. Now coming to low touch trading. These days low touch trading is the keyword or the buzzword in market. Clients use only brokers' IT infrastructure for execution. These kind of orders are also known as DMA orders or direct market access orders. Here client is simply using broker's infrastructure because broker is usually will be a market participant on that exchange, while client can't be. Exchange execution is done with minimal intervention from the broker or the broker's traders. So the benefit of this is that there is a low latency and delay because of no manual intervention involved usually in Lotus tradings. And if eligible opposite side orders are available, execution will be very quick. Also, since there is no manual intervention, there are very less chances of error. So clients basically use Lotus trading where they have already the strategies on how they want to execute their orders. So they do not rely on brokers traders and rather use only brokers IT infrastructure. There are two ways how a broker can internally execute a client's order. One is dark pool trading and other is internal cross. Dark pool is broker's own execution system where a trader will send the client order into that system, and if there is any other client's opposite order with matching details, matching price existing in that system, both the client order will get executed for whatever is the maximum eligible quantity. Earlier, dark pool was hidden from exchanges, but now regulatory has made it mention that it is mandatory to report any order which is executed in the dark pool. The difference between a dark pool and an internal cross is that in internal cross, a trader will have visibility of the opposite client order as well. They will execute both the orders together with the visibility and report it over to exchange. Whereas in dark pool, the trader simply sends the order to the dark pool and will not be able to see whether there is existing opposite side order already there in the dark pool or not. So if there is an existing order in the dark pool which is opposite to the order which trader has sent, the execution will happen. Otherwise, order will remain live in dark pool, and it may happen that trader may cancel it from the dark pool if the execution is not happening and send it over to exchange. Nowadays, execution is not simple as just receiving the client's order and sending it over to exchange or the other venues for execution. Nowadays, there is algorithms which have come in picture where the algorithms try to target some specific price or some specific time depending on whatever the algorithm is made for. So when a client order is sent to an algo engine, the order execution is as per the specific algorithm mentioned in that particular order. For example, order algorithm has execution time mentioned as from market open till 3 p.m. Then algorithm engine will send the order at market open and try to get the executions on exchange from market open time till 3 p.m. If till 3 p.m. order is only partially executed, then the engine will send a cancellation to cancel the remaining unexecuted quantity on exchange. Similar way, there can be different algorithms where a order can target one specific price only or look into some specific price range. Coming to types of traders, there are two types of traders. One trader is who is facing the client, and other trader is usually who is facing the exchange or the execution side. The trader who is facing the client is called sales trader or sales desk. Sales desk's responsibility is to take orders from the client for buy and sell on behalf of client, advise the client on their investment decisions for any buy or sell of securities, and send clients orders to the dealing desk or dealing traders for order execution. So sales trader will receive the orders from the clients, validate those orders and send it over to the dealing desk. Also, they can advise on their research that the client can buy these particular securities or not, or in future if they want to buy something. Dealing trader is actually responsible for the execution of the client orders which he receives from the sales desk or the sales trader. Dealing desk is responsible to route the client order to different venues or exchange in single shape or split shape, or can get that execution in the dark pool, or can get the client's order internally crossed. So it all depends on dealing desk where they can provide client with the best execution price. Dealing desk can also try to execute client's order internally in the dark pool or with other client's order. So that is all dealing desk's responsibility. Also, they need to make sure that they are providing client the best available execution price. We have come to the end of this video. So if you like our video, don't forget to share. You can also subscribe our YouTube channel, which is Capital Markets Easy, or you can drop us your queries on our email, that is capitalmarketseasy@gmail.com. No spaces please. Hope you like these videos. Keep on sending back your queries. Thank you.